Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. No hay sentido de este olvido si todo está definido. Debo llevarlo hasta el delirio, el destino guiará el camino. Y sin residuo el individuo teje con su propio hilo. Mejor jubilo el sonido que ha crecido en el olvido, llevando el ritmo a este sismo. En el cerebro solo hay visión, solo impera el mito, lleva el mito del amor. Ese sitio sin dolor, lidero el sitio del detonador, atacando el candor, arrasando con ardor, así con amor hay dolor. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Amada mía, que has mi vida, la columna de mi día a día, aguantando mis caídas, inventando así mis risas. Tú me llenas, tú me elevas, tú me quieres, me dejas, te quejas, te alejas, me mantienes entre rejas. Y me encanta, eres mi diabla y mi santa, la virgen la que espanta, y por eso te adoro tanto. Eres mi risa, eres mi llanto, y entre tanto te amo tanto. Llevas la pasión adentro, el fuego lento, intenso, y en el proceso yo me pierdo tanto. Sentimiento denso, creo en el cielo por tu propio peso. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Es un simple respirar, es el poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's quiz. Good evening, Debbie. I noticed that you were the first in. You were sort of shot in there saying evening. I think Glynis is watching still from Antigua, Glynis, still enjoying the warmth, because believe me, it is cold here. I haven't been warm all day, despite the fact I've had the fire on. Dear me, I don't even want to think about the heating bill. But I just can't get warm. Cannot get warm. I don't like the cold. I really don't like the cold. Anyway, I hope you're all well and that you're managing to keep warm, and that we've got lots of people watching. At the moment we know it's Debbie. Glynis apparently is watching from somewhere. Oh, and we have the watchers from Mickleover. Good evening, Joe and Peter. So what have I got to tell you tonight? I finally got over my stomach bug. It took a long time. I won't go into too much detail. You really wouldn't want to know, but it took a long time. But I'm making sure that I'm replenishing my. You really wouldn't want
stocks,
shall we say? I going out for lunch last Thursday, but I'm making sure that I'm lunch tomorrow. So making sure that I'm replacing all the liquid and the solids that were lost. Yes, there's apparently low hemoglobin, so I need to work on that. So that's got to be apparently apricots. Hi Gail, lovely to see you last Thursday. Lots of apricots and sultanas. No, raisins. So that's where I'm prunes, but I didn't fancy prunes. No, I don't want to eat prunes. Anyway, what have I been doing? What have we been doing? Well, David, I think, is the one, the techie. I mean, not that he's vain. I don't want you to think that he's vain, but he's had new glasses and he's going to have Botox. So, the new glasses, I don't think I've ever heard this reason. I won't say excuse. Reason is because Molly loves sitting on his lap when he's working on the computer. But because of the way that she sits, he has to sit back from the computer and he can't see it properly. So he's got new glasses so that he can see excuse me, so that he can see the screen properly, and still have Molly sitting comfortably on his lap. So new glasses to suit the cat. Oh, you're at home, Glynis, eating baked beans and frites. I had baked beans today. Couldn't be bothered to go for anything else. I had to take David up to the hospital for an appointment, for an eye appointment, with the new glasses. So I had baked beans. Yes, I bet you are freezing to death. Oh, an empty chair in the Zuma area. Is that Bob's chair? It might be. Oh, anyway, so I took David up to the hospital for an eye appointment, and it turns out that the best thing that would help him with the problem that he has, hi Bob, hi Meg, problem that he has with a, what we call a droopy eyelid, would be best sorted by having Botox. So that's what he's going to have. So glasses to suit the cat. But he did say that he's able to see the screens more clearly tonight. All of the screens clearly because of these new glasses. Oh, good dad with a time bomb. Hello, Hannah. We've got a full set, have we? Good dad. So that's David with new glasses and Botox. What else? Oh, I've been helping out a friend with her daughter who's having a bit of trouble with her French in year 8. So I said, oh, she can come down here for an hour or so, and I'll go through this work with her on possessive adjectives. You don't want to know about those. Mon ma maison ça c'est ton tate. Anyway, so she was here on Monday, and we went through some work. I got her some worksheet, of course. My mouth is out of sync with my speech. That sounds about right, Joe, I would think. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Anyway, I said at the end, before her dad came and picked her up, I said, I said, did you find that useful? She said, oh, yes, she said, much more funner than in school. I thought it was a wonderful phrase, more funner. I don't think I've ever been described as funner. Not when I was actually teaching. Anyway, what else? What's the time? Oh, we're okay. Disappointment. No, not probably the drink. Yours or mine, Joe? I have a Muscadet Reserve. Right, the techie said that he's changed the audio and he said, is it matching now? Evening, Lynn and Martin, if Martin's there, or is he out singing? What was I saying? Yes, not so much disappointment as was there any need for this? I had a letter from the DVLA this week saying that I will need to renew my driving licence in February because I'll be 70. Yes, that's better. Is that right? Okay, good. I thought you didn't need to tell me that because it arrived the day before yesterday when I was tired anyway, and I thought I didn't need that. You could have waited, DVLA, you could have waited. But there again, it's probably a good thing because I think I might be about the only person in the country who hasn't got a driving licence. When I last had to produce my driving licence for something, where was it? It was actually in Cyprus. When did we go to Cyprus? April. Hiring a car. And the woman who was hiring it to us said, good God, I haven't seen a paper driving licence since I don't know when. So that really made me feel great. So everybody's conspiring against me at the moment. So anyway, I've got to get that. Which just wasn't what I needed this week. Anyway, never mind. Just to let you know in advance that we will be doing the quiz next week, but then there'll be no quiz for 2 weeks after that, over Christmas week and the week after Christmas, because we'll be hopefully in sunnier and warmer climes in España. But there will be a quiz next week, so just to give you some advance warning. Right, now what have we got for your delectation tonight? We have in the news, chain letters, connections, horse breeds, ooh, whoa, and potluck. So hopefully you'll be able to answer quite a lot of these because Gail said last Thursday that the questions were getting harder. Oh, hello Zoomers. Good evening. You made it with the time, Steph. Right, so we're starting with in the news. 10 questions about what's been going on in the last week or so. And starting with question 1. Who will be headlining at next year's Glastonbury Festival, marking his final ever UK show, or so he says? Who will be headlining at next year's Glastonbury Festival, marking his final ever UK show? Hannah says, oh my God, hi Grandad. Did you not know he was on? Question 2. Christine McVie, who died last week, was best known for being a member of which band? Christine McVie, who died last week, was best known for being a member of which band? Question 3. Why has St Edward's crown recently been removed from the Tower of London? Just a sort of general answer to show that you know why it's been done. Why has St Edward's crown recently been removed from the Tower of London? Question 4. Derek Chisora was easily beaten. The easily is my word. David queried it, but I said, no, I read the reports, and basically they said it could have been finished off earlier. But anyway, Derek Chisora was easily beaten by which WBC heavyweight champion on Saturday? Derek Chisora was easily beaten by which WBC heavyweight champion on Saturday? Question 5. Which religion has become a minority, i.e. less than half the population in England and Wales for the first time in census history? Which religion has become a minority, i.e. less than half the population in England and Wales for the first time in census history? Question 6. Who has stepped down as leader of the SNP in Westminster? Who has stepped down as leader of the SNP in Westminster? Question 7. Which 82-year-old footballer is in hospital with a lung infection, although his children insist it's not terminal? It is really, we're all terminal, aren't we? I know what they mean. Which 82-year-old footballer is in hospital with a lung infection, although his children insist it's not terminal? And we're talking a very famous footballer. Question 8. What bacterial infection is causing concern because it seems to be hitting children particularly badly at the moment? What bacterial infection is causing concern because it seems to be hitting children particularly badly at the moment? And again, only need a general answer. The official form of the name. Question 9. Which England football player has returned home early from Qatar after a break-in at his family home in Surrey? Which England football player has returned home early from Qatar after a break-in at his family home in Surrey? I heard somebody the other night saying, what a wimp. Well, no. If he wants to return home early, that's up to him. Question 10. The world's largest active volcano, Mauna Loa, erupted last week. Where in the world is it? Sorry, Debbie, it's a geography question. Didn't give you any notice. The world's largest active volcano, Mauna Loa, erupted last week. Where in the world is it? Again, just generally. Does anybody want any questions repeating? It's the nightly chorus next door. Of course you do, Debbie. No repeats. Okay, I'll go through the answers then. Question 1, it'll be Elton John headlining at next year's Glastonbury Festival. Question 2, Christine McVie was a member of Fleetwood Mac. She was also in Chicken Shack. I was listening to her version of I'd Rather Go Blind the other day, which is wonderful. But I do like the Etta James version as well, I must say. That was when Christine McVie was Christine Perfect. Anyway, Fleetwood Mac is the answer, regardless of what other stuff I'm rabbiting on about. Question 3, St Edward's crown has been removed from the Tower of London for resizing for Charles's coronation, or something similar to that. Anything that shows that it's to prepare for the coronation. Question 4, Derek Chisora was beaten by Tyson Fury. Apparently they're great friends. I mean, how can you do that to your friend? Question 5, the religion that's become a minority, i.e. less than half the population, is Christianity, Christians, for the first time in census history. But not because other religions have overtaken it, but it's still the biggest number, but it's come below 50%. Number 6, the leader of the SNP who stepped down is Ian Blackford. God, that man can talk. Whew. Question 7, the 82-year-old footballer is Pele. But I don't think he's very well, is he? He's got cancer as well. Question 8, the bacterial infection causing concern because it's hitting children is Strep A, or Group A streptococcal infection, gas infection it's known as. Question 9, the England football player who's returned home early from Qatar is Raheem Sterling. And question 10, Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, is in Hawaii, or on Hawaii. Whichever, just anyway, Hawaii was all I wanted as an answer. So how did you do with that round? Did we get lots of points? Oh, Lynn and Martin 9. Oh, Bob and Meg both 10, need a rest now. Debbie 8, Joe 10, Glynis 10. Excellent. Oh, some good scores there. Oh, right, well that's okay then. It's probably all downhill from now on. Right, so we'll go on to round 2. Did you have a good time, by the way, Glynis? Was it nice? Is it worth going there to Antigua? Apparently the up-and-coming place to go now is Senegal. Although David and Trevor are off to, the siblings are off to Namibia, and David is having great difficulty getting permission to take his drone out there. So he's had to get in touch with the Namibian version of the BBC to see if they can help, and they've said yes. Okay, there you go. Okay, round 2 is chain letters. This is the round where the last 1, 2 or 3 letters of an answer are the first 1, 2 or 3 letters of the next answer. Okay, we've had these before, but just in case, Hannah, I don't know if you've done this one before. Last 1, 2 or 3 letters of one answer are the first 1, 2 or 3 letters of the next answer. It's up to you to decide how many of those letters you need to use to work out the answer. Okay, if you are ready, question 1. What word can mean both a small bet and a collective noun for a group of butterflies? What word can mean both a small bet and a collective noun for a group of butterflies? Question 2. Published in 2015, The Shepherd's Crown was the last book written by which famous author? Actually, I meant to change that to say by which famous fantasy author, just to give you a little bit of help if that's not your thing. Published in 2015, The Shepherd's Crown was the last book written by which famous fantasy author before he died? In fact, I missed out quite a bit there, didn't I? Question 3. Dizzy Gillespie was best known for playing what musical instrument? Dizzy Gillespie was best known for playing what musical instrument? Question 4. In the first episode of the TV show Blackadder, which former partner of Dudley Moore played King Richard III? See, I made that a little bit easier for you. Well, maybe not the younger ones amongst you. That may mean nothing at all to you, but for the older ones it should do. In the first episode of the TV show Blackadder, which former partner of Dudley Moore played King Richard III? Which I didn't remember. Question 5. Tulsa is the second largest city in which US state? Tulsa is the second largest city in which US state? 24 hours from Tulsa. Question 6, I would say this is probably the hardest one. Which member of the band Busted, who also played Luke Riley in EastEnders, won the 2006 series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Which member of the band Busted, who also played Luke Riley in EastEnders, won the 2006 series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Question 7. Which major city lies on either side of the Bosphorus Strait? Which major city lies on either side of the Bosphorus Strait? Question 8. What brand of drink was invented by a Newcastle pharmacist in 1927 and originally had a letter G at the start of its name, a name referencing one of its main ingredients? What brand of drink was invented by a Newcastle pharmacist in 1927 and originally had a letter G at the start of its name, a name that referenced one of its main ingredients? I love it, but too much sugar. Question 9. Named after the wife of King William IV, what is the capital city of the Australian state of South Australia? Don't know why I put in the Australian state of South Australia, because it's fairly obvious. It can be South Australia in Australia. Yes, rabbit on, rabbit on. Named after the wife of King William IV, what is the capital city of the state of South Australia? And question 10. St. Stephen's Day is celebrated on the 26th day of which month? St. Stephen's Day is celebrated on the 26th day of which month? Right, let me know if you need any repeating. Have a little sip. No repeats. No? Okay. The answers then. Question 1. The word that can mean both a small bet and a collective noun for a group of butterflies is a flutter. Question 2. The Shepherd's Crown was the last book written by Terry Pratchett. Question 3. Dizzy Gillespie was best known for playing the trumpet. Question 4. The Richard III in the first episode of Blackadder was played by Peter Cook. Question 5. Tulsa is the second largest city in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind. Dun, 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 dun. Number 6. Question 6. The member of the band Busted was Matt Willis. If you've ever heard of him. Some of you will have, some of you won't. I haven't, but it fitted into the pattern. Question 7. The city that lies on either side of the Bosphorus Strait is Istanbul. Question 8. The brand of drink invented by the Newcastle pharmacist was Lucozade, originally Glucosade, referencing its ingredient of glucose. Love Lucozade, really do. Takes me back to when I was a kid and I had a day off school because you were ill. Sore throat. Question 9. Shows I was not that often I can even remember it. Question 9. Named after the wife of King William IV, the capital city of South Australia is Adelaide. And question 10, St. Stephen's Day is celebrated on the 26th of December, Boxing Day. Okay, how did you do on that round? Any scores coming up? Debbie 9, Joe 8, Lynn 9. Oh, not bad scores. Glynis 8. Any others to come in? Bob, both 8 again. Well, not again, both 8, but both got the same score. Very consistent. So a little notice come up on the television screen. Low system resources may affect your audio quality. Right. Oh, the screen's gone blank. Well, it's not gone blank. It's got a pattern thing on it, but I don't know what's happening. Oh, back again. Good. Okay, on to round 3, which is connections. And it's 2 sets of 4 questions, and you have to work out what the connections are between them. And you either love these or hate them. There were originally 11 questions, but I got told off not to have 11. Question 1. John D. Rockefeller, the world's first ever billionaire, made his first fortune in which industry? John D. Rockefeller, the world's first ever billionaire, made his first fortune in which industry? Question 2. Physiognomy is the practice... Oh, no, that should have gone. There. Physiognomy is the practice of assessing a person's character or personality from their outer appearance, especially which particular area of their outer appearance. You would go back to Sandals in Antigua, very friendly. Never been to any Sandals places. Mine is mainly for couples, isn't it? Physiognomy is the practice of assessing a person's character or personality from their outer appearance, especially which particular area of their outer appearance. Yeah, it says question 3, but it should be question 2, so ignore that because the original question 2 has disappeared. So question 3, which will come up as question 4. Identulism is the condition of having no what? Look carefully at the word, it might give you a clue. Identulism is the condition of having no what? Keep hoping that some of these questions will come up in the local pub quiz on a Thursday, but they haven't yet. That's hard, that's a hard quiz. Question 4. Megalodon is an extinct species of what type of animal? Megalodon is an extinct species of what type of animal? And question 5. What is the connection between the previous 4 answers? Or 5 as it says there, but it should be 4. What is the connection between the previous 4 answers? Then another set of connections. Question 6. What name was given to the anti-foreign and anti-Christian uprising that took place in China between 1899 and 1901? What name was given to the anti-foreign and anti-Christian uprising that took place in China between 1899 and 1901? There's no Sarah tonight, is there? Did she say she wouldn't be here this week? Can't remember. Question 7. With 8 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals, in which sport did Great Britain win most medals at the London 2012 Summer Olympics? With 8 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals, in which sport did Great Britain win most medals at the London 2012 Summer Olympics? Question 8, or question 9 as it'll say on there. In 1875, Captain Matthew Webb became the first person on record to do what without the use of artificial aids? In 1875, Captain Matthew Webb became the first person on record to do what without the use of artificial aids? Question 9. Capital Hamilton, Which archipelago in the North Atlantic Ocean is the oldest and most populous British overseas territory? Capital Hamilton. Which archipelago in the North Atlantic Ocean is the oldest and most populous British overseas territory? And question 10. What is the connection between the previous four answers? What is the connection between the previous four answers? Okay, so let me know if you need any questions repeating. If you don't count Ireland, I've never flown west. Well, not on the way out. I've flown west on the way back from places. Not America or Canada or any of the... The voice in my head says it feels much the same as flying east. I'm sure it does. No repeats. Ooh, I wonder if you've all got the connections. Okay, go through the answers then. Question 1, John D. Rockefeller. It might have been Rockefeller. Rockefeller made his first fortune in oil. Question 2, physiognomy is the practice... No, not that. It's the practice of assessing a person's character, personality, from their face in particular. Question 3, edentalism is the condition of having no teeth. Question 4, megalodon is an extinct species of shark. So what was the connection? It was baby. Baby oil, baby corn, ignore that. Baby face, baby teeth, and baby shark. Okay, then the next ones. The anti-foreign and anti-Christian uprising in China was the Boxer Rebellion. I might have given you a clue straight away. Question 7. Great Britain won most medals at the London 2012 in cycling. Question 8. Captain Matthew Webb became the first person to swim the English Channel. Question 9. The archipelago, oldest and most populous British overseas territory, is Bermuda. And what was the connection? It was types of shorts. Boxer shorts, cycling shorts, swim shorts, and Bermuda shorts. So how did you do on round 3? I think they were sort of fairly okay. Debbie 4. Goodness me. No. Wow. Oh, Debbie. Lynn 7. Joe 5. Pathetic. Only 6 from Glynis. Oh dear. Oh, pathetic. I thought it was some Greek word that was a swear word or something. Pathetic. Oh dear. Ooh. Wait till you get to the horses round then. I'm not very good at them. That's why I ask them rather than answer them. Any more scores to come in? Probably not. Ooh. Oh, well, good job we're having an interval then. We'll do find a word. Maybe that'll help, I hope. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I feel bad now. Right, those of you who go off to make your cups of tea, you can go off and make your cups of tea or do the washing up or load the dishwasher, whatever it is you do. And the rest of you can concentrate. Okay, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, ooh, consonant, consonant, ooh, cling. Oh, Rob got 6. Meg not too well, only 3. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh well, connection is going to be out for a little while then. Right, cling, dining, yes. Clung. I clung to him. Not a very kind group of letters. Inning. You've only got 2 N's, not 3. Lining. Idling, from the voice in my head. Yeah. Lining is fine, Joe. But inning has got 3 N's. Idling. Not very conducive to long words. 6, I think, is the best. Okay, do another set. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Ooh. Quinces. Rob can't spell. Quinces. You could have, couldn't you? I'll give you 7. That's not bad. Quires. Quires, which is quires of paper, isn't it, I think? Or squire. I'm just muttering out loud to myself. Squint. Quest, from Hannah. Quests. No, there's only one S. Sorry? Quins, yeah. Quins. Squirt, from Glynis. Yeah. Oh no, I was going to say Esquire, but there's only one E. I wonder if the Jacksons are saying, oh, is it still going on yet? Yeah, I think we've got most of the ones out of there. We'll have another go. Consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel. Oh, cruise. Glad you spotted that, Debbie. Consonant, consonant, oh, vowel. Okay, L-O-T-I-O-N. Lotions. Lost. Yes, I got lotions as well, Debbie. Slots. So you can get quite a few little ones, but lotions is probably the best. Tinsel. Loosen. Yeah, loosen. Listens. Oh, yes. Snot. Thank you, Joe. We can rely on you to keep the standards high. Soot. Okay, one more go. Consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant. Oh, insoles. Toneless. Don't know about that, Debbie. Don't know. Consonant, vowel. Oh dear. Consonant. Can't have treasure because there's only one E. Salute, yes, the voice in my head tells me salute. Truss. The less said about that, the better. Altars from Hannah, yeah. If you can have truss, can you have a trusser? Does somebody who makes trusses truss? Is it a trusser? I don't know. Stare, S-T-A-R-E. Stairs. Wrestle. Nothing very interesting, is there? No. Right, okay. Oh, wrestles. We'll go on to round 4. Horse breeds. All you have to do is salutes. Salutes. Salute. All you have to do is identify the horse breeds. Starlet. Oh, yes. Identify the horse breeds. Off you go. There are all your types on the right. Cute. Nice hair. Obviously got the curlers out for that. Strange colouring, isn't it? Unusual. Okay, go through them again. Excuse me. Right, how did you get on with those? We'll go through the answers. And number 1 is the Shire horse. Number 2, Shetland pony. Number 3, a cob. Number 4, Frisian, which I always thought was a cow. Number 5, thoroughbred. Number 6, Arabian. Number 7, Clydesdale. Number 8, quarter horse. Not quite sure why it's called a quarter horse. I must find out. Question 9, Appaloosa. And question 10, Welsh mountain pony. We look a bit cold up there. Probably on top of the Brecon Beacons. Okay, how did you do on that round? And when David tested it on me, I think I got 4. Debbie 7, Lynn 6. Joe 2 from the equine centre and middle over. You've got them living in your back garden. Derek got 8. Oh, is Derek an expert on horses? Well done, Derek. Any others to come in? No? Right. We're on to the final round then, potluck. I'm afraid my plan for making this week's a little easier after what Gail had said obviously hasn't worked out that well. Sorry, Gail. Okay, round 5, potluck, just anything and everything. If you are ready. Question 1. Name the 2 politicians who in 2008 became the first ever married couple to serve in the cabinet together. Name the 2 politicians who in 2008 became the first ever married couple to serve in the cabinet together. Question 2. In which of the 4 swimming styles that feature at the Olympics do competitors start a race in the water? In which of the 4 swimming styles that feature at the Olympics do competitors start a race already in the water? Question 3. In what position is Zara Tindall in the line of succession to the British throne? 16th, 18th or 20th? In what position is Zara Tindall in the line of succession to the British throne? 16th, 18th or 20th? Question 4, a long question but very straightforward. What connects Janet Gaynor and Frederick March in 1937, Judy Garland and James Mason in 1954, Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson in 1976, and Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in 2018. What connects? Janet Gaynor and Frederick March in 1937, Judy Garland and James Mason in 1954, Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson in 1976, and Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in 2018. Question 5. According to legend, what plant did St. Patrick show to people to teach them about the doctrine of the Holy Trinity? According to legend, what plant did St. Patrick show to people to teach them about the doctrine of the Holy Trinity? Question 6. Philately is the study of what? Philately is the study of what? Question 7. Of the following bones, of which is there only one in the human body? The scapula, the sternum, or the clavicle? Of the following bones, of which is there only one in the human body? The scapula, the sternum, or the clavicle? Question 8. Which Teletubby shares its name with an Italian river? Which Teletubby shares its name with an Italian river? Question 9. Which line is coloured grey or silver on a map of the London Underground? Which line is coloured grey or silver on a map of the London Underground? And question 10, also a nickname of Superman, what name is given to the annual award in Rugby League for the Super League's Player of the Season? Also a nickname of Superman, what name is given to the annual award in Rugby League for the Super League's Player of the Season? And there are your 10 questions and your final question for the night. If anybody wants any repeating, let me know. Well, I've been asked to do a quiz for the local history group. I said, does it have to be on history? He said, no. I said, well, what's the average age so I know how to pitch it? He said, 70. Okay, I'll leave out any questions about rap music or maybe I'll do World War II. Okay, no repeats for that round. No? Right, in which case I'll go through the answers. Question 1. The two politicians who became the first ever married couple to serve in the cabinet, Ed Balls and Yvette Cooper. Half for each. Question 2. Of the 4 swimming styles where competitors start a race in the water, that is backstroke. Difficult to start that if you're not in the water. Question 3. Zara Tindall is at the moment 20th in line of succession to the British throne. Question 4. The connection between those 4 couples and dates is the 4 film versions of A Star Is Born, the various remakes. So if you just put A Star Is Born, that will do. Question 5. According to legend, St. Patrick showed the shamrock to teach people about the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. Question 6. Philately is the study of stamps or postage stamps. Question 7. Of the bones, of which one is there only one in the human body? It's the sternum, which is the breastbone, whereas the scapula, shoulder bone, of which there are 2, and clavicle, the collarbone, which is made up of 2 parts. Question 8. The Teletubby that shares its name with an Italian river is Po. Question 9. The line coloured grey or silver on the London Underground is the Jubilee line, the Silver Jubilee line. And question 10. The nickname and the annual award given for Super League's Player of the Season is Man of Steel. So there we go. How did you get on with that final round? Started getting Christmas cards, and I've never had this before, where 2 cards turned up from 2 different people and they're exactly the same card. That's one of them. One from a friend, one from a cousin. And both, well, obviously, they'd both gone for the mouth and foot painting artists. And I had one with a lot of sort of say what you see, which I managed to do all of those eventually. Thank you, Richard. Okay. Oh, Bob and Meg, 9, both. Debbie, 9, 38 in total. Joe, 9 and 34. It was the horses and their connections, wasn't it? Lynn, 8 and 38. Not horrendous, but the connections and the horses brought people down. Glynis, 9 and 41. Are you doing okay at the moment, Glyn? We're in the lead. So the sunshine in Antigua obviously did you some good. So we'll see you next week. Maybe a few Christmassy questions next week. But don't swat up on Christmas. No, don't swat up on Christmas. Won't do you any good at all. Thank you very much for all turning up. Gail, 40 this week, shocking connections round. I didn't think the connections was that bad, but... And Davis, or do you mean David, Joe? Put the wine away. Step away from the wine. David. Okay, and we'll see you next week. Don't lose sleep over any questions that you didn't get right. It's not worth it. Not worth it. I'm going to go and warm up by the fire again now. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Es un simple respirar, ese poder limitar lo que hay dentro del actuar, sin sentido y explotar. Amada mía, que has mi vida, la columna de mi día a día, aguantando mis caídas, inventando así mis risas. Tú me llenas, tú me elevas, tú me quieres, me dejas, te quejas, te alejas, me mantienes entre rejas y me encanta. Eres mi diabla y mi santa, la virgen la que espanta, y por eso te adoro tanto. Eres mi risa, eres mi llanto, y entre tanto te amo tanto. Llevas la pasión adentro, el fuego lento.